I will explain what is promise. So promise is in JavaScript, a promise is an object that represents the eventual completion or failure of an asynchronous operation and its resulting value. Promise is an object that represents the eventual completion or failure. So that is the promise. And the promise is in three states. The first one is state of promise. The first one is pending. So in that pending state, it is initial state and neither fulfilled nor rejected. Okay, and then second is fulfilled. In that stage, operation completed successfully and then rejected. In that operation failed. If operation failed, then promise is rejected. So these are the state of promise. Now I will explain a real life example. Like I will explain using like online drawing, online drawing board. Let's suppose one girl is order pizza from one restaurant. This is the she's girl and this it is a restaurant. Okay, and she order pizza from one restaurant and restaurant promised to this girl like, yeah, I will deliver your pizza. So then the promise, this is like a creating a new promise. Okay, this is like a creating a new promise. And the restaurant start preparing the pizza. This is the pizza. Okay, this is the pizza. Pi, just for understanding I writing pi. Okay, so the promise is still pending in this stage because restaurant is preparing the pizza. And two things can happen, like if the food is delivered successfully, the promise is resolved. Let's suppose, like uh, restaurant is delivered the pizza. In this case, promise is resolved. Promise is resolved and girl is enjoying the pizza. Okay, and the second stage, like if something goes wrong, example the in any case, like the order cancel. In that case, promise is rejected because restaurant is not delivered the pizza to girl. So promise is rejected. Rejected. Okay, so if promise is resolved, so we can go in then. Like I'll explain what is then and catch. If promise is resolved, so we can go in catch. If sorry, then not catch. Then if promise is rejected, then we can go in catch. Okay, so now I will explain the what is the syntax of promise. Firstly, I will explain why we use promise. Okay, because if we know about promise, so we also know about the things of like why do we use promise. So the JavaScript is a single threaded, which means it can only do one thing at a time. But in real world apps like fetching data from a server, we can't afford to pause everything while waiting. That's where asynchronous programming comes in. So we use promise and async await too, like write non-blocking code, handle operations like API calls, reading files, timers, etc., and makes asynchronous code look cleaner and easier to read. So these are the like why we use promise. and the like I will explain what is the syntax of promise. Online JS compiler. So let promise equal to new promise. In that resolve and reject, we mention only resolve and reject. Why? Because in we have two conditions, like promise is it will resolve or reject. In that pending case we don't know if promise it will resolve or reject, so that's why we mention only resolve and reject, only two parameters. And then if promise is success, then we will then promise is resolve and we like success. If uh, then condition like else, if promise is not resolved, then simply promise is reject, then we got error. So this is the syntax of promise. Now before I explain like what is a real life example, like ordering one girl is ordered the order pizza. So now I will explain this example using the code, how it will be. So let's say like function name, let's say order food, and then return new promise. Okay, and in there two parameters, resolve and then reject. Okay, and let say food like pizza ready, pizza uh, pizza ready equal to here ue true. Okay, will mention set timeout. Okay. If pizza ready pizza ready then resolve, and then print, we need to print pizza is pizza delivered. We can mention pizza delivered, not ready. Delivered, it is better. Pizza is deliver. Okay, and then if else like pizza is not delivered, then promise it will reject, and then we can say your order is cancelled, like that. And after that, like 2 seconds, will delay, and then I call a function order food and so first we will call the function, then we will see what will happen. Code execution successfully, no print. Why? Because now I will tell you. Okay, so in that first order food, like order food dot then and msg message, sorry, msg, we can say message like console dot log msg. Okay, dot catch err, and then arrow function, and then console dot log ER. Why it is throwing error? It is throwing error. Let's check once what is happening. Order food is the right way to pass, and then what is the problem behind of this? Let pizza deliver true, like set timeout, and then if pizza delivered is all pizza is delivered, and then reject order dot then message rejection. It is correct. Why it is showing like that? Yeah, order food, return new promise. It is also correct. Resolve reject. Yeah, and then let pizza deliver equal to true, and then set timeout level. If pizza delivers, so resolve and else reject. 2000. Oh, 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 oh. So it is correct. So why it is happening like that? You can see what is the error. It is saying dot catch dot then. Okay. The error is dot then dot catch. I will delete this one. So dot catch. Dot function order food return new promise resolve and reject. Let pizza deliver true. Okay, I'll explain another one. Wait, let's check. What is the error? Unexpected token dot. Where is unexpected token? Set time out. This is the same keep throwing error. Okay, I will copy this code and then I'll paste it in inspect. Resource, snippet, and then we'll check dot catch dot then.
order food, everything is fine, then why it is showing error? Okay, closing parenthesis is missing. Same. Time out. Then pizza delivered. Then us. It is fine. Hmm. Dot then little right again. Dot then gmsh console dot log and then m and then okay. And second is dot catch, and if I got error, so it will say uh, console.log log error. Okay, the only this is the main thing. Now we will got output. Yeah, pizza is delivered. Why pizza is delivered? Because I write it here, let pizza deliver equal to true. If I will write false, then what will happen? Then order will reject. See, your order is cancelled. Your order is cancelled. So the main thing is like simply I defined like function and then return new promise, and then in that return new promise I add resolve and reject and let pizza deliver false, and then I write set time out. In that if else condition, simply like if pizza deliver, then resolve pizza is deliver, and if in else condition reject, your order is cancelled. And like in 2000 second, like 2 second I mention, and then I call a function order food, and I mentioned a dot then and dot catch. Okay, so now I will explain what is dot then and dot catch. Not wait. Dot then. So dot then and dot catch are method used with promise in JavaScript to handle asynchronous operations like fetching data, simulating delays. Like example, food delivery, like I mentioned. Like dot then used when the promise is successful. It will resolve. Then we will go in dot then. If receive the result, uh, and then the dot catch is used to promise fail rejected. Dot catch is used to promise fail in rejected. Okay, so that is the whole of the promise concept. In the next lecture I will explain what is async await. Okay, so that is the real life of example. And also we can more example, we can say like we can take real life according to like a booking a cab. Like we will booking a cab, if cab is available, so cab booked successfully. If cab available, so it will resolve. If cab is not available, so so promise it will reject. Like no cabs available, like that we can say. And the sum of the, like I will explain in second part in async await. Okay, so thank you.